Hello students, today's topic is properties of Karl-Pearson coefficient of correlation. We have learned Karl-Pearson coefficient of correlation, how to find. This is the mathematical way of finding correlation between the two variable x and y, and it is denoted by rho. Okay, so in this video we are going to study the first property of Karl-Pearson coefficient of correlation, which is denoted as rho. So the first property is rho lies between -1 and +1. That means this value lies between -1 to 1. Symbolically we can write in this way that rho, that which is Karl-Pearson coefficient of correlation, lies between -1 to 1. Okay, that means the maximum value of rho is 1 and the minimum value is -1. So this value is not more than 1 or not less than -1. So the value of r lies between -1 to 1. So the let's do the proof. So let x and y be two variables which take the values xi, yi, okay, where I goes from 1, 2 up to n. Okay. So, and sigma x and sigma y are the standard deviation of the x series and the y series respectively. So, if these two variables are given and these two are the standard deviation of the x and y series, now consider that summation of this, which is x minus x bar divided by sigma x plus minus y bar divided by sigma y whole square is greater than equal to 0. So, we start proof by considering this statement. Okay. So, you have to remember this, that summation of xi minus x bar. So, whatever we do the square, it is always greater than equal to 0. Now, this values cannot be negative, so it is not less than 0. Okay. So, just because we are squaring it now, so it must be greater than equal to 0, which is universal true. So, we start the proof with the consideration this. Okay. Here we have taken x minus x bar and y minus y bar because these are in rho formula. Okay. Because covariance of x y, when we find covariance of x y, it is in this way, x minus x bar. There we take this deviation also on in sigma x and sigma y also. So, you start the proof with this consideration. Okay, consider this is greater than equal to 0, which is universally true. Now open this, a plus minus b, so a square plus b square plus twice ab. So in that way, so summation is as it is here. So a square b square plus minus 2 ab, we have written in that way. Okay, is greater than equal to 0. Now take this sigma x outside, so and summation inside. So it will be, open this bracket. Okay. So it will be sigma x whole square is there. So it is 1 by sigma x square. Bring this summation here, x minus, it is xi na, xi minus x bar, that means any value of x. Okay, xi minus x bar is the mean. So we can write in this way. Same here you do, bring this outside. So it is 1 by sigma y square and summation inside. So it is summation of y minus y bar whole square. Then plus minus 2 by bring this outside, sigma x sigma y, and summation, put the summation here, you will get this part. Okay, summation of x minus x bar y minus y bar greater than equal to 0. Now dividing both side by n. Okay, so we write here n, here we write n, and here we write n. So we will get it is as it is, same as it is, and here we divide it by n. Okay, and here when you divide it by n, it will become this. Now look here, this formula is what? This formula is, this is your sigma x formula. sigma x is what? Summation of x minus x bar whole square, 1 by n summation of x minus x bar whole square. So, it is sigma x. So, in place of this we can write sigma x square, okay, that means variance formula. Here also we can write, in place of this we can write sigma y square. So, we have written 1 by sigma y square into sigma y square. Then this part we have, this is the formula of covariance. So, we have written covariance of x comma y greater than equal to 0. Okay. Now, this will cancel. So, we will get 1 here plus again this 2 will cancel, we will get 1, then here it is plus minus, sorry, it is plus minus. So, we write here plus minus 2 rho means this is the formula of covariance of x y divided by sigma x sigma y is rho formula, that means Cartesian coefficient of correlation. So, we write 2 is extra, so we write 2 rho, okay, which is greater than equal to 0. Now, the 1 plus 1 is 2, 2 plus minus 2r is greater than equal to 0. Now, this is if you take 2 common it will go that side. So, 1 plus minus r greater than equal to 0. So, either plus part, that means 1 plus r is greater than equal to 0 or 1 minus rho is greater than equal to 0. So, it implies that from here we get rho is greater than equal to minus 1 or 1 is greater than equal to, from here if you take r that side, so it will become 1 is greater than equal to rho. So, it shows that from this 2 we know that r lies between minus 1 to, therefore, we can say r lies between minus 1 to 1. So, hence the proof. So, for this proof we have to consider this. So, you need to memorize this part, because you have to start the proof with this consideration and then you will get this. Why we are considering this? Because it is a universal truth, no? Always if you square something it is always greater than equal to 0, and why we have taken? We have taken it in the form of covariance formula. Whatever we get, this deviation we take in covariance formula, sigma y sigma x we take in covariance formula. So, we have taken in that way. Okay. So, this a plus minus b whole square is greater than equal to 0. So, we start with that and we get that r lies between minus 1 to 1. So, r value cannot be greater than 1 or not less than 1, or you can do this proof reverse also. You start with this, then you write this, then this, from this you will get this, then multiply by 2 you will get this, then we can write in this way, split 2, then you also write in this way. So, in the reverse order also if you get this which is universally true, then hence the proof. So, you can do this proof reversely also, from you start with this and you will get this which is universally true, hence the proof, or you start with this consideration and show that our rho lies between minus 1 to 1. Now, if this rho value is 1, it means x and y are positively related and there is a perfect positive relationship between the two variable x and y. And if r is minus 1, it means there is a perfect negative correlation between the two variable x and y. But when we get this rho value 0, 0 means there is no linear relationship. Okay, always remember rho is 0. If rho is 1, it means perfect positive correlation. If it is minus 1, it means perfect negative correlation. But when rho value is 0, it means there is no linear relationship between the two variable, because this formula is based on the assumption that x and y are linearly related. So, when this rho value is 0, it means there is no linear relationship between the two variable, but they may be related in other way. Okay. Other relationship may be there, but linear, it shows that the linear relationship between the two variable is absent. Okay. And if you get row value, suppose 0.25, it means there is a positive correlation, but it is a very weak positive correlation between the two variable x and y. If you get 0.95, not 1 exactly, but like this, it means it is a strong positive correlation between the two variable. In both the case, positive correlation is there, but here it is weak positive correlation, here it is strong positive correlation between the two variable. And if it is exactly 1, that means perfect positive correlation between the two variable. Same we can know for negative sign. If the negative sign is there, it means weak negative correlation between the two variable, and strong negative correlation between the two variable. And if it is -1, that means perfect negative correlation between the two variable x and y. So that is the interpretation of row value. It's from this row value you can know how x and y are related to each other. And always remember, if its value is 0, it means the linear relationship is absent, but they are may be related in some other way. Okay, thank you.